The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're going to do with it.
That's my heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Let's party.
That is a look at Blue Beetle, the latest DC Comics movie. It follows Jaime Reyes, a recent college grad who returns home to find that things are different than they once were.
His world is turned even more upside down when he gains superpowers. The film is directed by Angel Manuel Soto, who recently joined us here on the show. Angel, welcome to the morning show.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's great to be in Toronto. It's my first time.
Oh, well, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
This movie is the first DC Comics film to center on a Latino superhero. What has that meant to you and being a part of this whole project?
Well, it means a lot to be able to see us projected in a different light in Hollywood. You know, we have been, for years, stereotypically been shown in a certain way. And it was a great opportunity to be able to help a project that celebrates who we are, show the world what we're capable of, and maybe like something that my younger self wasn't able to experience, new kids can see now that we can also be superheroes too. So I think whatever empowerment that brings into the world is only going to be beneficial for us.
Mm-hmm. Is that why you connected so much with the character of Jaime? Tell us a bit about your connection, the importance of that character to you.
Definitely that was a very important factor in being able to show us in a way that was authentically ourselves, where we can be free to be the Latinos we always known we could be, not the one that society is imposing on us to be, to fit in this world. So by doing so, it was very exciting to just explore how the issues that affect our hero, Jaime Reyes, played by Xolo Maridueña, are situations and issues that affect us in the real world. Sure, this is a fantastic movie, it has a lot of fantastical elements to it, but it sits grounded in real world situations.
And grounded in family.
100%.
Family is the key to Jaime helping him become a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
How neat was it to explore the family dynamic?
Well, our culture is very family-centered, and a lot of cultures are too. And for us, it was very important to showcase that in order for us to become the people we're going to be in the future, in this case, the hero that Jaime is going to be, it could not have happened without the help and the support and the love of his family. And not just his immediate family, but also the legacy of our ancestors that have taken us all this way, all the sacrifices that they have to go through in order to give us a better future. So by celebrating the heroism of our family, for us to be where we are today, it will only make our hero feel more relatable and earn that power, because a lot of the superhero movies, everything happens very individual. Everything happens in closed doors, and the identity is kept as a secret from the family. So the writer, Gareth Dunet Alcocer, he's Mexican from Querétaro, and I'm from Puerto Rico, and we both realized that it's very hard to keep a secret from your Latino mom. So might as well just bring them into the action, not have them as prop or bait, for the villain to lure the hero in, but make them active participants in the formation of Jaime Reyes becoming the superhero he was always meant to be.
All right. And speaking of that, becoming the superhero he was always meant to be, tell us about the first time you saw the Blue Beetle and Jaime put on that suit, because you've called this one of the most magical moments of your career.
It was very magical to see. We spent like a year, right, developing the suit. We made a practical suit. We hired Mayes Rubio early on, our costume designer. She's from Guadalajara, and she's done suits for Thor. She was nominated for Jojo Rabbit, and she brought in a lot of her knowledge into it, a lot of her history into this suit to create something practical in the Tokusatsu style of Japanese cinema, so that the suit exists in itself. It can be used by our actor, not just so that it looks good on the camera and reflects the light accordingly, but so that he can also perform his own stunts. So after months of preparation, after casting Xolo, knowing that he's perfect for this role, I think it was 2 days before we started shooting, we did a sizzle reel, and he came out with the suit. And that was the moment that I know that in him, you can see that it changed. You can see that he finally saw himself as Jaime Reyes, as the Blue Beetle. And for everybody around it brought us to tears because it was just a copy-paste of the comic book. Like literally, it was very hard to not see Jaime Reyes in Cholo anymore. They just became one. And that is something that as a director you can only dream of.
You mentioned the homeland is Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Yeah, and parts of the film shot there.
Yes, yes. We had the privilege of shooting in Puerto Rico. A big chunk of all the exteriors, I think like half of the movie was shot there. After watching the movie, Puerto Rico is all over the place. And being able to use my hometown as a backdrop, not just for this made-up city of Palmera City that we bring into this picture, where we took a lot of places like from El Paso, we took places from Miami, and from all like the suburban barrios of Latin America. Puerto Rico served as a great melting pot of those influences, and being able to, and that's just on the creative side, but just one of my dreams as a kid. So my first movie that I saw in the theaters was Indiana Jones, and that was the one that sparked my curiosity to make films. And when I was a kid, I would go and visit the fortresses of El Morro or El Castillo San Cristobal in Puerto Rico that are like 500-year-old colonial fortresses from the Spaniards. And I always wanted to do action sequences there. And being able to come now, like 30 years later, bring a big project to the island, inject to the economy, be able to play with my friends that helped me build my career in the island, and create something special that is a wish fulfillment to my younger self, was a dream that I didn't know I had, that got culminated. I'm hoping my younger self is proud,
Rejoicing.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Without a doubt.
It was good to play in this movie, right? Like, movie has this nostalgic energy to it. A lot of the films that made us served as an inspiration. So being able to play with my friends is just like when we used to play with toys.
Yeah.
But here on a bigger scale, I had a lot of fun doing it.
All right. Well, the film is The Blue Beetle, and Hal, congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
For coming by.
No, thank you for having me. It was special.